What's going on, guys? I am Jig here, back with another video. Today's video is what happened to the first black K-pop idol. I know this is like, straying away from like the regular content that I do, but I guess for this day, especially since it's like February or whatever, I want to focus on, the black side of K-pop. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I just want to see, the history, I guess, behind African or any black descendants in K-pop, if that makes sense. I honestly don't know. I thought this would be a cool video, and maybe, let out some conversation or whatever within you guys or something. If you are new to the channel, like, subscribe, please do. Even though this is like straying away from the content that I usually do, I'm still down for like suggestion or whatever. This will probably be the only day I dedicate, taking time from, like, I guess it's like K-pop related, so I guess it's sort of my area, but like I don't know if this counts. But yeah. Hope you enjoy the video. Let's get started.
안녕하세요. 저는 라냐입니다. Alex입니다. Nice to meet you. 감사합니다.
Hi everyone, it's Adiola. Welcome to my channel. Alex Reid was the first black K-pop idol ever. This is her story. Alexandra Haddis Reid Varley was born on March 5, 1989 in Kansas to her mother Loretta Reid and her father Alan Varley. Alex's family relocated to Dallas, Texas, where her career began. Starting at an early age, Alex was modeling, singing, and starring in reality TV shows.
Stunts are just gross, they're just nasty, and on endurance, it's like you have to have mind, intellect, and you have to have strength.
After being discovered on MySpace, Alex signed a record deal with Def Jam, ultimately moving to Los Angeles, where she was managed by Scooter Braun, who some of you may know as the man who discovered and still manages Justin Bieber and Ariana Grande's current manager.
Damn.
Alex's debut single, Body to Body, was released in 2011 and followed by a few more releases through 2014. Alex continued working as a singer-songwriter, making songs for artists such as Britney Spears.
I have no clue who Alex Reid is. Probably because I'm too young, but I have no clue. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it a band with you guys. Body to Body, I think I heard that song when I was like in middle school or whatever. But yeah, I have no clue who she is at all. I'm not gonna fake it, with you guys. I don't know.
Spears. In 2015, while in the studio one day, Alex passed by a room that she heard a really good beat coming out of, and since the door was open, she popped in and started freestyle rapping over it. Alex said bye and left, but was chased down. Turns out that had been a music session for K-pop group RaNia. Their label's talent scout had liked Alex's rapping and asked her if she would like to be in a K-pop group.
Damn. Just like that? Is there any other coincidences where it's like they got recruited easily? Well, an idol got recruited like pretty easily or whatever? Cause I know one idol got recruited like, off of a bus type shit, but like, I don't know. This sounds like the easiest. Like just going to a studio one day, you freestyling over a beat and they magically heard it or whatever. Dang. It's crazy. I mean, she probably had hits under her belt and stuff before all that, but still.
Alex said yes, and the process went on from there. After having a Skype call with the CEO of the company and her impressive resume sealing the deal, Alex was off to Korea within a week. Within that week, Alex wrote her rap for two of RaNia's upcoming songs, Demonstrate and Make Me Ah. A week to 10 days after arriving in Korea, after an intense schedule of last-minute training, Alex debuted with RaNia as the first black K-pop idol ever on November 5, 2015, at their M Countdown performance of Demonstrate. Alex was not in the music video for Demonstrate, although she was included in the teaser. The company chalked up her absence to visa issues, re-releasing a new version of the movie with clips of Alex included on November 11th. This upload is no longer available.
Damn, I was gonna look at it.
Alex was also not included in the onstage choreography for Demonstrate. Because she had arrived very short notice and the group had already practiced the performance without her, this seemed to be reasonable as it was too late to change the choreography to fit her. Or so people thought. We'll come back to this later. To understand the rest of the video, it's important to know that RaNia is a K-pop group that has existed under DR Entertainment since April 2011. The group has gone through multiple lineup changes, essentially re-debuting a new group every few years. Before this re-debut with Alex.
So where's DR Entertainment at when it comes to popularity? Because I know they're not the big three or whatever. You know, not as big as the big three, but where are they at? Is it like next to like Big Hit Labs and stuff like that? Or whatever? I don't think that's a entertainment thing. I don't know. But yeah, where are they? Where is DR at compared to like everybody else in the spectrum of like K-pop, I guess, not record labels, but groups and stuff. Well, entertainment groups and stuff.
RaNia had been on hiatus for 2 years and 8 months. Original members of the RaNia lineup were still present. May of 2016, 3 of RaNia's original members left the group. Their contracts had expired and DR Entertainment wasn't able to convince them to renew. This caused a delay for the group's comeback. And to make things worse, Alex and another member of RaNia were supposed to debut as a hip-hop subunit under the name Hex, but this was terminated as a result of company communication issues. Then, on August 14th, it was announced that Alex was the new leader of RaNia. Despite all of this turmoil and sudden shifts within the group, RaNia was able to come back with their new song Start a Fire on December 30th, 2016, rebranding with a new name, Black Pearl RaNia, also known as BP RaNia. Things were such a mess and communication was so bad that Alex didn't even know about the group's name change. What was disturbing about the Start a Fire music video, which was recently made private, and the performances that followed it, was that once again, Alex was left out of the choreography and appeared in separate scenes for the majority of the video. Now that there was no excuse of there not being enough time to add Alex into the choreography, it was becoming clear that there was some sort of issue going on.
Damn. They're blackballing her? That's crazy. I thought that was like usually in fucking rap and shit, but damn, I didn't know it was through here too.
Performances, Alex would do her opening rap and would literally walk to stand in the corner while the others performed. It was later revealed that Alex had wanted to be in the choreography but hadn't been included by the choreographer. Alex said that she had actually cried over being put in the corner during performances, and understandably so. It was clear to fans that Alex had been ostracized from the group. This was not a result of Alex's abilities either. Despite having to learn the choreography purely by watching the instructor and her band members having to mime the movements to her due to the language barrier, Alex was still able to learn the choreography very well. RaNia's choreographer made multiple comments to fans when they demanded answers on why Alex was being excluded, putting the blame on Alex for not being in the choreography. Alex followed up by tweeting that those were lies. Not only was Alex being left out from the choreography of the group, but also from the clothing. She was always in a different outfit from the other members, making her stick out even more and not appear as part of the group. Alex spoke about how she would show up for the day and everyone would have an outfit except for her.
I'm not gonna lie, I think that low-key makes her special in a way. I don't know. I would look at that shit different, but the outfits and stuff mean unity and stuff, and yeah, I can understand. But I thought they do that like sometimes to like specify specific people, or like probably not in this case or whatever, or like I've seen in like some instances like the leader wear something different or something like that. But I don't know about this case, I guess, because you know all this other stuff is happening and stuff like that. But yeah, that's crazy.
She would ask where her outfit was and then say they didn't have one. When she'd ask what she was supposed to wear, they'd ask if she brought any clothes for herself. Furthermore, RaNia's stylist failed Alex terribly. They constantly blamed Alex for eating too much when she was just as slim as her fellow bandmates. The stylist also blamed her chest size and continued to fail Alex miserably despite her being a thin woman. They berated her as if it was her fault, when in reality there are plenty of people in Korea that are much larger than Alex and the stylist was just lousy. Mind you, RaNia's stage outfits were custom made. This wardrobe issue was very stressful for Alex, and it's very understandable why. One time on a V-Live livestream, Alex's shirt actually busted open. This was a very traumatic experience for her. She explained how the stylist came and shoved a piece of paper down her shirt to try covering the gap. This was happening live in front of thousands of viewers. Alex spent the rest of the night afterwards bawling her eyes out so bad that the next day, she needed ice to bring down the swelling around her sockets.
Shit, they recorded that? See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, are most of the time are they on camera? Why would they record these types of moments? I don't get it. I mean, this makes, you know, the DR group look bad at the end of the day, because they got like one of their, well, stars like crying their eyes out and stuff and feeling like they don't belong in the group. That's crazy. And they just recorded that?
Yeah, my eyes are puffy just from crying yesterday. It was a really hard day yesterday. It was really embarrassing that my shirt came open on camera.
RaNia's stylist didn't even have the sense to apologize to Alex, instead going to the manager to apologize. It was only when Alex made a fuss to the manager that he told the stylist to apologize directly to Alex.
She told you sorry? I'm here. I'm here right now.
Beyond Coretti, just one work of art in a box of Golden Gallery's signature chocolates.
Why did we stuff Reese's Take 5 with 5 flavors? Because you can't handle 6!
Thank you very much. It's okay. Thank you.
Regardless, the apology was useless, but Alex still accepted it respectfully. Alex faced a lot more mistreatment when it came to the staff. For hair and makeup, Alex noticed no one ever wanted to work on her, and sometimes they never would. Staff avoided.
Here's another question. If she, I'd imagine like not every, you know, group or label feels that certain way, or the group of people that's working within that, you know, that label feels some type of way. Couldn't she just like find somebody else, or like find a team that will work around her? Not just like the specific people, like the stylists and stuff like that, and the makeup artists. Like, couldn't she just talk to the manager or talk to somebody about, like, you know, finding like specific group of people that are willing to help? I know it's fucked up and stuff like that, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah, or like she would just have to work with what she has or whatever, like within, you know, the DR team or whatnot, if that makes sense. I don't know. I don't think any of this makes sense, but hey.
Attending to her altogether.
What I'm saying makes sense.
One time, it was almost time for RaNia to perform, and Alex's makeup hadn't been done. When she asked when it would be her turn, they would say soon. When she insisted that there wouldn't be enough time, they'd ask if she could just go without it. Alex would then have to do her makeup by herself. To make things worse, they did not have makeup shades that fit Alex's skin tone. Furthermore, when it came to hair, Alex, who understood some Korean at the time, heard the staff saying they didn't want to touch her and even called her racial slurs. When one staff did finally attempt to work on Alex's loose curls, they quite literally tore her hair. To make things worse, Alex also...
Okay, so that kind of makes sense. Not the racial slur part, but like the fact that they didn't want to do her hair because, you know, the texture and stuff is a lot different. That's like, you know, that actually makes sense. But like, then again, like, I feel like that's like the label's fault. Like, they should have somebody that, you know, that can work with her type shit or whatever.
Had trouble finding products that worked for her hair in Korea. Although this was better than the staff who insinuated none existed at all as an excuse for them not doing their job. Alex did find products that existed for curly hair in Korea, they just weren't good enough. Alex was eventually able to compromise with the staff that if she straightened her hair, they would style it for her. Alex did this for most of the Start a Fire promo. Other times, she would have to wake up early, sometimes at 3 a.m., to do her hair by herself before leaving for the day, walk in while everyone else was getting their hair and makeup done, and go into a corner to do her makeup by herself. Alex had to use her own makeup products while sometimes using things like eyeshadow from the RaNia makeup artists. To top everything off, communication between the company and Alex was extremely bad. Alex didn't speak Korean before coming to Korea, and she didn't have time to learn like other idols because her training period was virtually non-existent.
And then again, it goes into the question, like, why don't they have specific people that could have helped her? She should have had a translator, like all sorts of stuff. I mean, I guess because, you know, it's the first time that this has ever happened, I guess. So like, it's just, you know, I'm not gonna say an experiment because it just sounds weird, but like, you know, it sounds like they weren't necessarily prepared for like the obstacles, I guess, that would happen. But then again, like, you know, they blackballed her from like not even like performing, dancing and stuff like that, so that's kind of weird. But I guess you could say those two go hand in hand or whatever. But yeah, it's fucked up.
To make things worse, DR Entertainment did not provide her with a translator at any time, nor did they supply her with a tutor. Alex was left to struggle, having to teach herself Korean during their extremely busy schedule. She would be studying vocab lists in the car on the way to performances with her members trying to help. This was very stressful, especially with everything else that was going on, and extremely isolating for Alex.
The schedule is so crazy, so I'm doing 70 words a day.
Hey, the resilience with her is just crazy. And at least her members are helping. Did they care? I don't. Those of you probably, you know, seen everything unfold. Did the members care about her or whatnot? Because I'm pretty sure she didn't have to go through the trainee stuff, right? And that they had to go through and whatnot. You know, she would just offer the deal. Well, the person of the video made it seem like she was offered a deal, like, you know, right off the bat. And, you know, only did like a little bit of training. Not as much as, you know, what they went through and stuff like that. Did they care about her? Or at least, like, you know, consider her like family, like one of them type, like an actual like trainee member, like a team, sorta. I'm not good at explaining, but you probably get what I'm saying. But yeah,
she would be lost during interviews, not knowing what was being said, having to try and wait for cues from her bandmates to know when to speak. She would try listening for words she recognized, but this was hard to do. Important announcements weren't relayed to Alex by the staff either, with her bandmates trying to use translation sites to help her understand, but it never really worked out. Alex was completely left out of the loop. Alex explained that the BP RaNia era was when she faced the hardest times in the group. There was one upside though. During BP RaNia's promotions for their single Make Me Ah in February of 2017, Alex was included in the entire choreography and got to perform fully with the group for the first time since debut. And her outfit matched that of the rest of the group as well. This brought Alex much joy, but unfortunately it was short-lived. It slowly got to the point where Alex was getting completely left out of performances, with the company citing Alex's conflicting overseas schedule in America. Alex seemed to tell a very different story though, detailing how she was constantly asking the company when she was supposed to come back to Korea, and they would never give her a straight answer. When Alex finally was instructed to come back to Korea, she had so much anxiety that she was bawling in the ride to the airport.
Yep.
I'm leaving my meeting early, so y'all be ready for work.
What time?
Sorry, that was my mom. Like I said, I try to do as much as I can for y'all. Like, I gotta go to work after this. So, yeah.
She was so stressed about going back, she couldn't even get out of the car once they arrived at the airport.
I'm gonna stop it right here, actually, because, like, it's 21 minutes. If y'all enjoyed the reaction, please... Oh, shit. If y'all enjoyed part 1, please like, comment, subscribe for more. Like I said, more and more content is most definitely on the way. I'm gonna keep pushing, keep grinding. I hope you guys enjoy this. I know this is something different, but, like, you know, since it's the month of February, I thought this would be something cool to add to my repertoire of videos on my channel or whatnot. So yeah, please like, comment, subscribe for more. Thank you for watching, and until next video, peace.